Hello everyone, in this video I'll be talking through what the War Within launch scenario in Dalaran will look like and what you can expect, what prequests are required and some tips. This is footage from the latest beta build a couple of days before launch. If you don't want any spoilers, please stop watching. Most characters will have the War Within storyline and the Harbinger storylines. As long as you have this War Within storyline, you do not have to complete the Harbinger quest. If you don't have this War Within storyline, then maybe you need to complete it because you haven't completed the Harbinger on any character on your account. The expansion will launch in Dalaran, in the Chamber of the Guardian. So when you're in Dalaran, you can go into the chamber by having this teleporter in the middle. And then on expansion launch, the NPCs will be here. Now, the reason why they're not here is because I haven't done this War Within questline. And I've tested this on a launch event. Like, if you don't do this, you don't see the NPCs and you can't start the expansion. So I'm just gonna quickly do this right now. On the beta, this can sometimes bug where it brings you to old Silitas. We'll see if they fix that. It doesn't happen all the time, but it just adds a few minutes if you have to do this. We'll see. No, they fixed it, so that seems good.
You saw it too.
They're growing stronger.
So you can see here also that you have this option to skip if you have done the scenario before. If you haven't done it, the option won't be there.
I hear no one's seen him for a few years.
The scenario really doesn't give good XP, and this part also, so I would suggest after doing it once you always want to skip it.
Leave me alone. Speaker of Azeroth. She hasn't been
Turn on this add-on so that questing goes a bit quicker.
Left me like this, unable to feel the warmth of my soul. Let's be clear. I'm doing
So
this
all of
for
these
you,
quests that I'm doing
not
right now,
Azeroth.
you can already do on live. So this is something that you can do on the service right now in preparation of the expansion.
Meet us in Dalaran when you're able.
And then basically you need to, on your main, do the scenario. After that you can skip all of this stuff. So you don't have to do this on all your characters. So you see now the NPCs are here. These steps you can still do on live, and I'll say when you get to the steps that are currently locked.
Have you seen these new tomes, Uncle Bran? I hope Grandad's all right. I never got to spend much time with him.
Don't worry, lad. Magni's made of stern stuff. Pardon the pun.
So after completing this, this is where this NPC appears on expansion launch. So here in the middle. As I said before, there was a bug on the beta where the expansion went live and this guy wasn't there for some people and he was for other people. Apparently this is a known bug by the devs and they told people to relog. So if you see people disappearing here, or you have friends that go into the scenario and you don't see him, just relog, log back in and he should be there. Once you have completed this scenario, you can also skip here. So there's multiple places in which these NPCs appear where you can skip, and as I said before, like, you should really skip. So let's start the scenario. So this is the expansion launch, you talk to this guy, then you go to Khadgar, and the scenario starts. I'll just skip this now. Then there's 3 quests here that you need to do. I don't actually have gun shoes and Radanex crystals on my character on the beta, but this is probably one of the nice areas that you can use this in. Because there's a couple of spots where, because you're flying so much, you end up out of vigor, and it would be nice to use those speed items. There's some here where when they help citizens, you basically need to walk. An extraction button appears when you're close to them, and then you can help them. That can sometimes be a bit finicky, so if it doesn't appear when you're near the citizen, just walk in and out of the area.
It's not ready yet.
Hello. Be careful.
And then you have to go back into the chamber to turn in these quests. I have COVID, so I sound a bit
Good
off.
to see you, champion.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
We will defend Azeroth together.
You can see that these quests also give very, very low XP. The cinematics aren't implemented in the beta.
How could I? Dalaran will not.
So this first area, it's gonna be extremely crowded. You need to kill a lot of Nerubians, and that takes a lot longer than the citizens. The citizens are pretty easy to get, but the Nerubians will be very contested, so you really want to prioritize the Nerubians, especially these big ones. One of the annoying bits is that the big one, like all of the mobs really, they die very, very quickly. Like, people are so geared that they basically one-shot all of these mobs. So it's very difficult to tag them. So you really want to focus on tagging mobs and then doing the citizens later. Because there's no mounts allowed, speed items like gun shoes, etc. are very, very useful here.
I must get closer. To target something first. I'm out of range. Too far away. I don't have a target. I'm out of range.
So on your class, just play like with an instant cast range spell if you can. And just tag whatever you can, let other people kill it while you do the citizens.
Too far away. I require a target. I must get closer. I need to target something first. I require a target. Too far away. I must get closer.
It's a pretty short scenario. But obviously if you can do this faster than other people, you'll be on the beach before them and you're already ahead of the pack.
There could still be more survivors. With me, champion!
So here's another good point to use a Rednex crystal to go into here, because it works indoors as well, and that just allows you to go quicker to end.
Glad to see you haven't evacuated yet. Who is calling for help? The Nerubians are capturing the rogues who live down here. Let's rescue them.
I'm out of range.
A friend once showed me a path through here.
I
Head to
must
that
get
sewer
closer.
grate. The exit should be on the right.
So here, just make sure that you go onto this little bridge.
And here's our exit.
And then here you wait to turn in your quests. If anyone's coming, yeah.
I will always try.
You don't go in
I'll
here.
get them to safety.
You
Try
go
to
here
find
instead.
Khadgar.
This one you can't skip for some reason.
High in the sky and nowhere to flee. Gather all you can find. Bring them below. Zalatath has plans for this.
Not sure that's very
Let's
nice.
get to work. Take this portal down to Kaz-Algar. Those who escape will still
And
need
this
help.
is where the scenario ends. So a cinematic will play.
I must first find Dalaran.
That's not implemented,
meet
and then
you
you
when
land on the
we're able.
beach. And that's where you land when you skip the scenario. While the scenario takes place in Dalaran, which is a sanctuary, you can play war mode without any issue. However, when you land on the beach, war mode is enabled, and you can't easily turn it off. On the beta, people could also attack you while you're stuck in these rocks, which obviously is very unpleasant because you can't do anything. If you want to risk it, I would suggest to bring some potions of deep home, which you can use to port out of the area instantly, even while in combat, if your faction is outnumbered. So if you land here, your alliance, you see a shit ton of horde, or vice versa, just use that potion, take the portal in deep homes to Stormwind, and then get back here while turning war mode off. I wouldn't really advise doing that because it's just too risky to land here. There's no inn nearby. So what I would advise is you play without war mode. In Dornegal, which is also a sanctuary, you can turn war mode on, and then you see how many war mode players are around you, and then you can still turn it off there. I hope this video was useful, and if you have any comments, just let me know down below, and I'll try to answer them. Thank you.